Hey babe, what's for dinner?
Well, come on in and I'll show you what we're doing today. First of all, this is what we normally do with meatloaf, except we're going to be putting it, since everybody likes meatloaf sandwiches the next day, we're going to go ahead and prepare all of this and go ahead and put them into the patties and then grill them outside. And instead of your normal ketchup top based meatloaf, we're going to do a little bit of some barbecue sauce that I've whipped up and get kind of messy. So what we've got here, I've got a mixture of some ground chuck and ground pork, and then I've got some diced red pepper.
Why are you using red pepper
instead of the green?
Yeah.
The green to me has a little bit of a bitter taste. The reds, the yellows, and the oranges, to me, I think they're a lot sweeter. Just have a better overall flavor. So that's one medium-sized red bell pepper. So in that goes. Every great recipe has onion in it. I don't care who you are. It's just onion is great in anything. Let's see. And I've got half a cup of brown sugar. This is a very insane secret we found to meatloaf and anything related a long time ago. Again, we're using the dark brown sugar because I prefer it, but it's really, really good in meatloaf. Awesome. And because we got so much in here, I'm going to do 2 eggs instead of, normally we just do 1, but this is quite a bit that we're dealing with. And probably just want to eyeball it, but probably close to a cup of breadcrumbs. And then we're going to do all the big happy mixing. Got a little bit of sauce here I've mixed up. This is standard Sweet Baby Ray's because everybody likes it. Everybody has access to it. Not everybody is going to make their own sauces like we do, but this is just real simple for everybody. I've taken that and some ketchup, some mustard, and some more brown sugar and just mixed it up, a little bit of mustard. And now it's time for the happy part of just getting yucky. So the pork mixture with the beef, I think, just adds more flavor than just standard just beef. And nothing is better at this than your hands. I know a lot of people don't like the squishy, nasty parts, but when it comes to this, there's just no other way to get this right. As messy as it can be. And I'm going to get a good sized amount for each one. Maybe about the size of almost a baseball, not quite. Hit it, mash it out. You don't want your mixture too wet or it will fall apart as it's cooking. Of course, it's going to make several, and we're going to have leftovers for more leftover smoked grilled meatloaf sandwiches tomorrow. I like on the grill, we're going to have it really hot, so you need, I think, to make these a little thinner so they'll cook all the way through. You need, obviously, for safety, you got to get your meat to about 165 degrees internal temperature. Make sure you cook out all the bad, yucky stuff. So, still got ways to go, a lot more to do. I have to get another pan. Then we get to wash those nasty, porky, and beefy hands. Yeah.
Why are you doing that?
We're going to soak the potatoes in cold water for a good little bit to make sure they get extra crispy, and we're going to help pull some of the starch out and just makes them better all around.
Okay.
I'll cut up a red bell pepper. We do it this way. Pull the little lid off, and you usually get that nasty part out. Just check it. Oops. Makes it easier for slicing. Okay. We'll need to get these pieces fairly small to go into the meat mixture, so it can be a much finer dice than normal. Really smaller if possible. Keep your fingers back. Don't force the knife, let the knife do the work. If you've got a good sharp knife. If you don't, onion peel. Slice it in half. This way, this way. Oh, look at this. Really fine cut again, smaller. Now we're going to take our potatoes out of the water we've been soaking them in, and make sure we pat dry everything, because you don't want that water hitting your hot oil, because that would be nasty sounding and ugly. Transfer them back to our bowl. Measuring cup's really good for just a bowl to throw stuff into sometimes. Use whatever you got at hand. Okay, now I'm gonna come over here. So, get ready to put our meat on outside. Easy and easy. Does. Grease burns. Really hot. And the last. I will let them go for a little bit while we go get the patties on. Let's see how we go with that. Good and toasty. Start adding our grilled meatloaf burgers. And of course, if we're using a pellet grill, because that's what we bought a couple years ago to replace our old gas grill. We like it really good. I like the flavor. They have their ups and downs like any other, if you're not using charcoal and wood, then you get what you get. Of course, I like the performance of it. This one's Oklahoma, I think.
Oklahoma Joe.
That's what people say. Oklahoma Joe. Yeah. I've been real happy with it, and it's what we've got out of it.
How long do you think these will take to cook?
Oh, they could take a while because I don't have it on an extremely high temperature. The higher the setting, the faster they cook. You know, you'll get more of a char. Now the temperature has dropped since I've got the lid open. It was coming up. It was over 300. These could take. We're just watching maybe 15, maybe 20 minutes, maybe more. Again, you just got to get them done. You don't want them burnt on the outside and then raw in the middle because that's nasty. So we'll check back in a little bit and see how they're coming. Oh, the other thing. Seasoning. This is Sweet Preacher. I got it, I think, at Walmart. It's pretty good. We use it as a dry rub on our other barbecue things we've been using. Any rub you got, whatever you like, works. Just some extra little seasoning here, just to give that extra little kick of flavor. And then when I flip them, I'll add some more to the other side. But other than that, we'll just close the lid and let everything get good and hot.
How's the burgers coming?
Well, let's take a look. It's been about 6 minutes. Some of them we might be able to, yeah, that's looking really good there. This guy, looking good there. Some of these over on the side, it's away from the heat. Yeah, still coming along. Getting those grill marks on there, they look real nice and pretty. That one probably shouldn't have flipped yet, but we'll be okay. That one, not so much. And I know this one will be about the same. Yeah, we'll go ahead and turn them anyway. I'll start rotating probably the next time through, moving them around and switching who's done and not done. Oops. That one needs some help. The messy one? Yeah. I'll eat it first. Okay. Now, I've already redistributed some things. I'm going to add a little bit more of that seasoning. And I put some more done ones over here. And got those on the hot side. So we'll check back in a few minutes and see how it's going. We're getting really close. I think the fries are done, so we're going to pull these out. Out.
How long do these have to cook for, you think?
Oh, it's a while on potatoes. You think maybe at least 10 minutes, maybe. Till they float. If you get your grease good enough. They float, then you want to watch the color even if they're floating because sometimes looks can be deceiving. We've got excess oil and everything, of course, is very hot. Need to still get some of that off because it'd be bad for your health. Too much grease. Fries are not good for you anyway, but who cares? They're fries. Okay, now what we're going to do to finish these up before we bring in the grilled meatloaf burgers, we're going to add just a little bit of mozzarella and provolone cheese. I'll let that melt on, just add a little extra. And, of course, everybody's favorite, some Lowry's seasoning salt, because that makes all fries just a little bit better. And to make them real pretty, I'll finish it off with just a little bit of parsley. Make it look really nice. And there you go. Looking really good. And I'm going to rearrange a little bit more, and it's time to start putting some sauce on. Easy for me to say. Here's our sauce blend we talked about earlier. that on. And it's the barbecue sauce, some ketchup, a little bit of mustard, and some brown sugar. Just to add just an extra little kick. Make these things insane. And then here in a few minutes, I'm going to top it off with some Swiss cheese on some of these that we're going to eat today. The leftovers, we won't do that. That would just be yucky. Now, if I was doing a standard, regular grilled out burger, I would never put barbecue sauce on that. I know people do that. I know personally people that do that. That is not something that I care for. On a regular grilled out burger, I want just, the seasoned meat, and I can add stuff myself later. This is a different situation here. We're doing something very specific. Now from here, start flipping these again. Let some of that sauce. You gotta be careful. There's a lot of sugar in these sauces. They will burn. The sugar will burn in the sauce quickly. So once you get the sauce going like this, you don't have a lot of time. So it's time to pull everything off. So now we're gonna add. We got Swiss cheese today, and why Swiss? It's because I felt like it. Any cheese you like works good on any type of burger. I thought this would be a really good thing. And again, I'm only going to cheese on about 3 of these today because there's just 3 of us here eating. We're going to have leftovers tomorrow. Probably have a meatloaf sandwich for breakfast because, I like it. Maybe just extra one in case somebody else takes a little bit of that milk in it. Cheese is getting good and melted. I'm going to go ahead and get these other ones off. Now we've got some really nice artisan rolls in there we picked up today. We're going to put them on. Of course, any bread or bun you like. What I really wanted, but the store didn't have any, was to get some Texas toast and toast that up with some garlic and butter in the oven. I think that would be great. But they didn't have any, so we got these buns instead. I'll show them to you in a minute. Away from the cheese. Okay, Dan, here's our finished sandwich. Of course, we just got the bun and the meat on here. Now, for additional toppings, you could do your standard burger toppings, lettuce, tomato, onion, whatever you like. Pickles would be great, whether you like dill pickles, bread and butter. I personally love bread and butter pickles. I think that would be outstanding here, just to contrast the flavors. But it's just really whatever you like. So, bon appetit.
Let's eat.
Let's eat. Okay, baby. What do you think? No, you can't talk yet. No, you can't talk yet. Didn't try one of the fries. Yeah, without ketchup first. How are they? Like that?
Yeah.
Awesome.